Since her very first breath, she scored the tragic title of an unwanted secret child. And to make matters worse, her trashy ex magically transformed into her shiny new brother-in-law. But right when her heart felt completely shattered, a dazzling savior crashed into her miserable world. A total jackpot who was drop-dead gorgeous, dangerously fit, and spoiled her totally rotten. Sun Wan genuinely never imagined that after a whole year away, she would actually step foot inside this toxic Lin estate again. Surprise, it was her dear grandpa's 80th birthday bash. Right on cue, two two-faced vipers completely froze at her grand entrance. Sister Xian, why is that loser here? Didn't she swear to forever ditch the entire Lin clan last year? Lin Xian whispered in a total nervous sweat. Drag your brother-in-law inside right now. You need to closely guard him. Block that homewrecker from getting anywhere near your precious brother-in-law. Wow, is someone's guilty conscience acting up already? Well, Sun Wan, so you actually showed up for Grandpa's big day? Sun Wan coolly replied that Grandpa personally requested her return. After all, time flies, and he just wanted a sweet family reunion. Lin Xian, naturally, scoffed with zero class. Oh, please! 1 measly year away, and you completely forgot how to call me sister? Right then, the entire gossiping peanut gallery started buzzing. Whoa! Check out that gorgeous goddess in blue. Which elite family claims her? How is she a total stranger? Could she be some secret billionaire heiress? Lin Xian's face soured. She desperately ordered Sun Wan indoors to frantically shut down the brewing rumors. Sun Wan simply smirked. I think I will wait for my darling hubby. Lin Xian internally choked. Oh my, I never expected to gain another brother-in-law already. Before that venomous joke could land, Sun Wan flawlessly shut her down. Actually, I will go inside. My man runs a bit late. Glaring daggers at Sun Wan's flawless back, Lin Xian cackled like an evil villain inside. Poor Sun Wan, you lost Xian Jun, and I highly doubt your fake hubby is anything but a total loser. Right as Sun Wan strutted inside, her trash ex locked eyes with her. He actually whispered her name with pathetic puppy eyes. Sun Wan barely blinked at the cringe. Ugh, that brother-in-law! Panicking, Lin Yao aggressively shoved between them. Dear brother-in-law, please go entertain the VIPs. I will personally drag Sun Wan to the relatives. Before our queen could decline, the annoying pest forcefully dragged her inside. Mommy, look who just crawled back. Spotting her niece, Third Aunt instantly slapped on a fabulously toxic, mocking smirk. Well, if it isn't our dear Sun Wan, you surely suffered like a peasant this past year. She forcefully snatched her arm, obnoxiously parading her before the entire snobby crowd. Listen up, you fabulous people. Meet Sun Wan, the dramatic granddaughter who furiously ditched our elite family last year. She claims to be a fashion designer. Instantly, the whole room served her completely savage, eye-rolling glares. Third Aunt fired a savage shot. Your outfit is decent. At least you avoided completely embarrassing your grandfather. Suddenly, Lin Yao locked on to the blinding jewels decorating Sun Wan's collarbone and theatrically shrieked. Is that the legendary fantasy collection? Her snobby mother checked it with absolute chill. Yao, what crazy delusions are you dramatically babbling about? That magical series hasn't officially dropped yet. Those are clearly cheap plastic rhinestones. Lin Yao hyperactively snatched our heroine's wrist. Staring at the sparkling wristband, the brat boldly declared, Mommy, I am completely positive. This bracelet is an exact clone of the fantasy blueprints. Just days ago, Sister Xian and I were literally discussing flying to London for that exact glam launch party. Sun Wan silently laughed. This blinding jewelry set was a sweet spoil from hubby. Could my man actually buy such a ridiculously pricey masterpiece? Is this brat intentionally roasting me? Everyone, what is your hilarious guess? Are these sparkling gems truly just pathetic plastic knockoffs? Tell me, do you possess an epic bestie who, upon watching toxic mean girls bully you relentlessly, heroically charges over and slaps their fake faces into next week? Returning after 12 whole months, our gorgeous queen got instantly roasted by her two-faced bloodline. They savagely claimed her sparkling accessories were cheap trash that completely humiliated their elite status. Noting our heroine's supposedly pathetic, tragic vibe, that snake of a third aunt fake sweetly offered to toss her some hand-me-down trinkets her own spoiled brat loved, just so gossips wouldn't joke that a glamorous Lin heiress couldn't buy decent shiny baubles. But bratty Lin Yao completely flipped out. She dramatically whined to her mom, screeching that it was actually her absolute favorite sparkling treasure. Shockingly, the tiger mom aggressively roared, "I ordered you to fetch that trash, so move your feet!" Will the entire glamorous collection explode over one missing piece? Catching those razor-sharp insults, our girl just flashed a beautifully tragic, sarcastic smile. Ah, classic toxic Lin relatives. They always remember to chuck sassy daggers at my face. Thanks for the fake charity, third aunt. If baby Yao adores it, she should hoard it. If my gorgeous gems somehow embarrass this precious dynasty, then I just will not wear it at all. Right then, the original villainess strutted out, possessively clutching Xian Jun. Instantly, the younger viper activated her hilariously pathetic victim mode, sprinting to her sister to complain. "Sister Xian, Mommy is brutally forcing me to surrender my favorite diamonds to Sun Wan. Daddy bought that for me." Does an unwanted accident like her actually deserve it? The older viper sharply hissed at her to behave. Should our grandfather discover you trashing Sun Wan's reputation like this, do you genuinely wish to be banished from the Lin household? Lin Yao was totally shell-shocked that even her darling sister Xian abandoned her ship. Pure, unadulterated rage ignited. Pivoting sharply, she unleashed her fiery tantrum upon Sun Wan. Viciously swiping the delicate jewelry away, she shrieked like an absolute banshee, flaunting cheap knockoffs at grandfather's majestic birthday gala. "You are blatantly humiliating our prestigious bloodline and utterly shaming our family patriarch." Suddenly, a chaotic whirlwind dashed forward, fiercely wrapping Sun Wan in a hug. "My goodness, it is you! You have finally returned to Yingjing. You cannot fathom my endless pining." This vibrant intruder was actually our heroine's ultimate childhood bestie, Mila. Watching their sickeningly sweet reunion unfold, Lin Yao scoffed with venomous green-eyed jealousy, sneering at Sun Wan's pathetic damsel act. Yet, before she could blink, Mila charged ahead, delivering an absolutely legendary, face-stinging slap across her cheek. That glorious strike left Lin Yao completely paralyzed. "You actually slapped me!" Honestly, witnessing this comedic karma feels so incredibly sweet. Mila aggressively fired back. "So what if I smacked you? A slap is tremendous mercy, you delusional clown!" Read the room. Your treacherous sibling snatched away Sun Wan's fiancé. She is the tragic heroine here. Why maliciously target our precious female lead? Lin Yao choked on her venom. Instantly, the spoiled brat erupted into dramatic sobbing. "She assaulted me. Mommy, she attacked me. Mila battered me." Hilariously, Mila never anticipated that dishing out righteous justice would leave her own palm stinging. Meanwhile, the surrounding nobles began loudly gossiping among themselves. Sensing shifting tides, Lin Xian swapped masks. "Sun Wan, tonight is grandfather's grand jubilee celebration. Cease this chaotic circus. Scaring off high society elites is terrible optics." Quivering from absolute indignation, Sun Wan fiercely snapped, "Silence! Are you villains totally oblivious to your madness? Disrespect my precious bestie one more time, and grandfather will judge your sins." Witnessing her darling child facing righteous backlash, third aunt shot our heroine a venomous glare. "Sun Wan, a pathetic commoner like you cannot pollute grandfathers. Glorious festival. Crawl back into the gutter." Struck by familial betrayal, Sun Wan tragically gasped, "Auntie!" Suddenly, Lin Yao violently shoved our helpless heroine from the shadows. "Scram, you wretched pest! Our dynasty despises your presence. Our delicate wifey suffers tragic persecution from her vile relatives. Brace yourselves, the incredibly overbearing CEO hubby approaches to unleash hell. This wicked stepsister didn't just ruthlessly ridicule Sun Wan's right to attend the extravaganza. She sadistically launched our female lead onto the cold marble, screaming for her immediate exile. Sprawled helplessly across the freezing floor, our devastated beauty internally pleaded, praying for her knight in shining armor. Xiao Bai! As if summoned by magic, a majestic silhouette entered. The entire ballroom froze, mesmerized, completely enchanted by his god-tier facial aesthetics. Every single aristocrat swooned in shameless harmony. Goodness, who is this deity? Which elite billionaire clan birthed him? His visuals are absolutely lethal. Even Lin Yao practically drooled as this walking masterpiece breezed past. Despite sporting profoundly modest tailoring, his overwhelming, tyrannical emperor energy dominated the room. Soon, Wan gazed tearfully at her dashing savior. Kneeling down, the godlike hunk affectionately patted her messy hair, whispering, with honey-sweet tenderness, "Forgive my tardiness." Spoiler alert, this breathtaking specimen was our heroine's hubby, Xiao Bai. Time for some juicy narrator gossip. This man secretly reigns as the absolute apex billionaire across the global leaderboard. Yet, to win our oblivious female lead's pure heart, he joyfully roleplayed as a penniless peasant eating instant noodles every day. Our innocent darling remained blissfully ignorant of his monstrous bank account. Gripped by overwhelming sorrow, soon Wan dramatically collapsed against his broad, muscular chest. Sniffling pitifully, she whimpered. The universe actually answered my desperate romantic telepathy, summoning you here. Xiao Bai protectively cradled her waist, anxiously scanning her for nasty bruises. Blinking her big doe eyes, shimmering with crystal teardrops, she pouted, "These cursed stilettos you purchased are towering death traps. My clumsy civilian feet totally failed me, causing that tragic tumble." The tyrannical CEO instantly crouched, tenderly slipping off those torturous glass slippers. He sensually kneaded her ankles with absolute Prince Charming devotion. Holy moly! Is showering audiences with this much diabetes-inducing PDA legally permitted right after the hero's epic grand entrance? The snobs watched, utterly paralyzed, basically choking on their own bitter jealousy. Suddenly, the billionaire's pampering smile morphed into a freezing, murderous glare. Who attacked her? Third Aunt sneered. State your pathetic background. What gives a peasant authority here? The CEO's icy daggers locked on. Because I am her legally wedded protector! His suffocating emperor aura completely crushed the hag's arrogance. The CEO continued. As her man, I possess the absolute right to uncover which atrocities you committed against my woman. Lin Yao pathetically cowered behind Mommy Dearest. Like an eagle, his deadly vision locked onto the stolen jewelry clutched by Lin Yao. Extending his dominant palm, he commanded, "Surrender it!" The crushing atmospheric pressure left the villainess violently shaking. Playing peacemaker, Lin Xian nervously babbled, "Lord Xiao, this is a massive misunderstanding. Today's primary focus is..." Ignoring her pathetic excuses, the domineering billionaire marched directly towards the terrified stepsister, ruthlessly demanding the stolen heirloom's return. Despite pure terror, the brat fiercely clutched the loot. Witnessing this incredibly arrogant alpha, the mother-daughter duo seethed with absolute impotent rage. Curses! How can this nobody act so wildly arrogant? Suddenly, the legendary patriarch Lin entered the battlefield. Wan teared up seeing her dear grandfather. Meanwhile, that snake Lin Xian eagerly rushed up, desperately seeking his favor. "Grandpa, let me assist!" Smack! Old Master Lin ruthlessly batted her away. "What is this ridiculous racket about? Do you brats think I have lived too long? Are you trying to frustrate me to death?" Everyone instantly froze in absolute terror. Nuan noticed her dear grandfather's snowy white hair, and her soft heart absolutely shattered. Xiao Bai warmly squeezed her trembling fingers. His comforting touch instantly washed away Nuan's anxieties. Witnessing this sugary romance, those two toxic villains boiled with intense, blinding jealousy. Lin Yao released a dramatic, icy scoff. How did that pathetic loser score such a breathtaking hunk? Pure dumb luck. Honestly, Lin Xian was equally shocked that Sun Wan bagged such an incredibly dreamy, gorgeous guy. Sure, his background seemed basic, but his overwhelming charisma completely destroyed those snobby rich playboys. That basic Sun Wan totally does not deserve this magnificent king. Yikes! Is she plotting to snatch this hottie from Sun Wan too? Her cruel family already labeled the poor girl a worthless, illegitimate child, aggressively scheming to toss her onto the streets. Thank goodness her adoring grandpa still cherished her. Bam! Lin Yao dramatically slammed onto her knees, while Old Master Lin furiously interrogated the weeping girl. Confess, what sparked this outrageous circus? Right on cue, Lin Yao activated her drama queen mode, sobbing tragically. Grandpa, this is entirely my terrible fault. Please relax. Do not let fury ruin your health. Flashback 2 hours prior. That sneaky Lin Xian totally knew Grandpa deeply adored our sweet Sun Wan. He instructed Lin Yao to dramatically kneel before Grandpa, fake an apology, and take the blame for this chaotic disaster. Otherwise, Grandpa would absolutely defend Sun Wan. Naturally, Lin Yao hesitated at first. Sly Lin Xian easily read her greedy mind, purring that with her elite status as the glorious Lin family princess, she could effortlessly capture a whole harem of gorgeous men like that. Outwardly, Lin Yao sobbed absolute buckets, but inwardly, she wickedly cheered. She smirked mentally. Who cares if Grandpa spoils you rotten? The massive Lin family fortune will never, ever be yours. And that stunning guy won't be yours either. Wow, what a toxic snake. Is she seriously drooling over another's husband? Sun Wan and Milu stood utterly dumbfounded by her Oscar-worthy performance. Milu leaned in, whispering, "How does this ridiculous villain literally cry on demand?" Suddenly, Old Master Lin spotted Sun Wan. His tone instantly melted into a warm, gentle smile. He tenderly called, "My Wan Wan, you returned! Hurry over to Grandpa! I have missed you terribly!" Smack! Wan Wan dramatically collapsed onto her knees before him. Old Master Lin's gentle heart painfully shattered, immediately begging his sweet darling to stand up. "I am thrilled you returned." Yet, the more Grandpa spoke, the harder poor Nuan bawled. "Grandpa, I have been horribly unfilial, visiting only for your birthday." Catching the mood, Xiao Bai swiftly kneeled right down beside her. Old Master Lin squinted at Xiao Bai, demanding his identity. Wan Wan beamed proudly. "Grandpa, meet Xiao Bai, your new incredibly handsome grandson-in-law." Xiao Bai smoothly offered the birthday tribute he prepared. The stubborn Old Master Lin merely delivered a frosty, totally unimpressed little nod. He grumbled that his ancient age required no silly presents. Ouch! He clearly refused to accept this stud as his grandson-in-law. Wan Wan smiled awkwardly. Seeing this, Lin Yao secretly cheered. "Jackpot! Grandpa completely rejects this guy! This makes my evil plot easier!" As she smugly tried to stand, a booming icy voice interrupted. "Who authorized you to rise?" Her father's thunderous roar glued Lin Yao to the floor. Her frantic mother quickly supported her husband. "Are you insane? Our Lin Yao is absolutely innocent!" The bluntly fierce Milu instantly defended Nuan. "Excuse me? Who claims she did nothing wrong? This brat snatched Nuan's things." Refusing defeat, Lin Yao angrily fired back. "Grandpa, Sun Wan crashed your luxurious birthday gala rocking cheap counterfeit trash. Is she not intentionally disrespecting your celebration? I merely demanded she remove that embarrassing junk. How is that a crime?" Milu furiously counterattacked. "You brutally shoved Wan Wan and even ruthlessly trashed her reputation outside. You declared she is an illegitimate child, entirely unworthy of attending Grandpa Lin's grand banquet. Ultimately, you even physically tried violently tossing her out." Witnessing her darling cornered, the fierce mother hissed with intense irritation. "Miss Milu, this is our Lin family's private business. Why is an outsider aggressively meddling?" Milu was brutally rebuked into complete silence. Suddenly, Xiao Bai unleashed his domineering aura. "Then I absolutely possess speaking rights, correct? Miss Lin Yao, surrender the stolen jewelry. It belongs to Nuan. Taking without permission is robbery. You have officially committed a crime." Hearing this threat, a panicked Lin Yao instantly scurried behind her mother. Old Master Lin's furious expression also turned completely dark. He furiously smashed his cane down. "Surrender it!" Humiliated, Lin Yao ground her teeth in pure rage. She never expected her biased grandfather to abandon her. Trembling, She surrendered Nuan's stolen jewelry. I assumed he was a handsome, overbearing CEO, but who knew he is actually a jealous man? Discovering his precious granddaughter was being ruthlessly tormented by everyone, old Master Lin erupted into absolute fury. He fiercely roasted everyone for being blind fools. Anxiously, Nuan begged her grandfather to calm down. Grandpa waved his hand, signaling his returning strength. He coldly asked everyone, "Do you idiots believe my mind has rotted? Would I seriously spoil someone with a different surname?" Spotting their completely sour faces, Grandpa Lin finally decided to drop the massive truth bomb today. Suddenly, a hilariously flashy, rich playboy strutted right in like a total diva. Ta-da! You are all gathered here. This fabulous master is desperately searching for someone. The whole room went dead silent as Xiao Bai fiercely locked eyes. He proudly strutted right past Xiao Bai, nose in the air. Why the awkward silence? Did my fabulous self interrupt a bad moment? Right then, Milo sneakily whispered into Wan's ear with a giggle. Wan, do not panic! Our backup is here! But distracted Wan completely ignored her. That strange guy just looked weirdly familiar. Who in the world is he? Grandpa Lin hastily flashed a polite smile, asking, "Young Master Lu, who are you searching for?" Spotting Grandpa Lin, the flashy guy awkwardly rubbed his neck. "Oh, please, just call me Ah Shang." Hearing you say Young Master Lu seriously makes my skin crawl with intense dread. My scary grandpa would literally snap my legs. Stunned Wan kept staring openly. So that is the famous Lu family heir. So this is the legendary peerless beauty, Lu Haishang? Honestly, why does he just look like a totally spoiled brat? Suddenly, everything went pitch black. Jealous Xiao Bai smoothly covered her eyes, gently warning. My sweet Wan, you are staring at that brat way too long. Wan turned back, giggling playfully. I was merely thinking he is nowhere near as absolutely handsome as my dear husband. Instantly, Xiao Bai flashed a glowing, triumphant smile. Absolutely. That loud guy looks incredibly tacky. Standing right beside the lovebirds, Milo burst into loud giggles. Exactly. The very first time I saw this idiot, I completely agreed he was terribly flashy. Honestly, his goofy face is a massive insult to his legendary peerless until death reputation. Wan suddenly sensed some juicy gossip. Wait, Milo, is this flashy dude here for you? Annoyed, Milo dramatically rolled her eyes at her friend. Seriously, did I not just announce our reinforcements arrived? Instantly, Lu Haishang rushed over, deeply, romantically cupping Milo's flushed face in his gentle hands. I merely ran to the restroom and suddenly heard my darling was smacked. Quickly, tell your hero what exactly happened. Completely dumbfounded, Lin Yao blinked in absolute shock. Who supposedly slapped Milo? Catching this spicy drama, Grandpa Lin also hurriedly investigated. Was lovely Miss Milo horribly bullied too? Hilariously clueless, Milo stared blankly right back at Lu Haishang with supreme confusion. Seriously pondering, when did anyone strike me? Lu Haishang winked dramatically, and she instantly caught on. Playing along, she furiously hammered his firm chest with tiny fists. This disaster is totally your fault. I got viciously bullied while you dragged your feet. It was total, utter madness out here earlier, and someone cruelly threatened to literally toss me outside. Heroic Lu Haishang immediately demanded justice from Grandpa Lin. Respected elder, this humble junior barely arrived and possesses zero clues about this nasty drama. Catching his drift, Grandpa Lin totally panicked and furiously ordered poor Lin Yao to immediately apologize to smug Milo. Stunned Lin Yao dramatically burst into ugly tears of injustice. I never even touched Milo. Why is this entire room forcing me to desperately apologize? Behold the instant karma for being a manipulative villainess? She crashed her grandpa's lavish birthday bash, proudly flaunting flashy, sparkling diamonds totally worth millions, but got mocked by a wicked rival for sporting cheap fakes. Suddenly, the very next second, that nasty rival received a hilariously devastating face slap. Then fierce Xiao Bai spotted his precious darling's stolen bracelet dangling elsewhere, so he went full alpha mode, demanding terrified Lin Yao surrender it instantly. Poor Lin Yao never predicted her own beloved grandpa would completely abandon her side. Defeated, she furiously ground her teeth, yanking the shimmering bracelet from her pocket. Grandpa is insanely biased. He always blindly protects Sun Wan. She does not even share the Lin name. Bawling, she dramatically hurled the precious jewel onto the floor. Trembling with burning rage, Grandpa Lin commanded her to apologize instantly. Stubborn Lin Yao wailed louder, completely refusing. Suddenly, her panicked mother dashed out to desperately defuse the disaster. Spinning a wildly hilarious lie, she claimed sweet Yao Yao merely feared Sun Wan ruining the Lin reputation. That completely explains her weird actions. My lovely Yao Yao totally planned on gifting her absolute favorite jewels to Wan Wan. Babbling smoothly, she scooped the gorgeous bracelet and gently returned it to Sun Wan. Then she added with a fake serious tone, "Dearest Sun Wan, what Yao Yao claimed is absolutely true. Honestly, these glamorous guests attending your grandpa's epic birthday bash today are ridiculously wealthy elites. If guests catch you rocking cheap fakes, it causes massive humiliation." Surprisingly, our precious, pure-hearted Sun Wan felt absolutely zero burning anger, gracefully thanking her aunt. Suddenly, eagle-eyed Lu Haisheng intensely stared right at that glowing bracelet resting in Sun Wan's hand. He apparently uncovered a wild secret. "Wait, what is that?" Flustered, Sun Wan quickly spun, totally hiding it. "I apologize, Mr. Lu. My sweet husband lovingly gifted this. Even if totally fake, I fiercely cherish my highly romantic treasure. So please stop mocking my precious love." Shockingly, Lu Haisheng smirked teasingly. "That sparkling necklace looks incredibly breathtaking. Those diamonds are sliced absolutely flawlessly. The legendary fantasy series design remains undeniably brilliant, totally worthy of being the spectacularly rare original edition." "Wait, what original edition?" Lin Xian gaped in pure shock. How is this wildly possible? How could she possess something absurdly priceless? She locked her jealous target onto Xiao Bai. This epic set was a romantic gift from Mr. Xiao to Sun Wan. Well, authentic treasure or clever fake, Mr. Xiao surely holds the answer. Xiao Bai simply stared, totally unprepared for her sudden, sassy change of attitude. Desperate to keep his powerful identity hidden, his mind raced for a comical escape route. Real or fake, you must question Mr. Lu about that. Lu Haisheng froze, completely bewildered. Xiao Bai smoothly continued. Mr. Lu handed this over, begging me to gift it to sweet Nuan Nuan. Instantly, every single gaze aggressively locked onto Lu Haisheng. The crowd erupted into loud, dramatic whispers. Wow, a magnificent gift from Mr. Lu. Surely, Mr. Lu would never present a laughable counterfeit. Meanwhile, poor Lu Haisheng stood there choking, resembling someone swallowing a deeply bitter lemon without uttering a single word of protest. Forcing an awkward, charming laugh, he boldly took the unearned credit. "Absolutely, this dazzling jewelry set was my personal gift to Su Nuan." Nuan gasped, her eyes widening in sheer disbelief. "Mr. Lu, why gift me jewels?" Xiao Bai smoothly intervened. Miss Mila definitely requested Mr. Lu to deliver this lovely gift. After all, they are truly inseparable childhood friends. Mila blinked in absolute confusion. Without warning, Lu Haisheng dramatically yanked her into a clinging embrace. "Exactly!" Knowing Su Nuan was finally returning, I secured this lavish welcome treasure for Mila. Haha, I never anticipated triggering such a hilariously chaotic wave of romantic misunderstandings. Mila stared back, her adorable face overloaded with massive invisible question marks. Finally, Lu Haisheng proudly reminded the breathless crowd. This is indeed the genuinely legendary fantasy diamond jewelry collection. Internally, however, he was screaming rivers of comedic tears. "Have mercy, Xiao Bai! Please stop torturing my soul!" What a shameless jerk. He callously dumped his beautiful fiancée previously, yet now fiercely claims she belongs entirely to him. Before the entire gaping audience, Lu Haisheng confidently declared that Su Nuan wore a breathtaking diamond set worth absolute millions. The crowd gasped in shock. To protect his overpowering hidden identity, Xiao Bai smoothly deflected the massive credit onto Lu Haisheng, boldly claiming he gifted it to beautiful Su Nuan. Now, Lu Haisheng cried massive tears of bitter regret. Did I seriously just dig my own hilarious romantic grave? Nuan tilted her head, utterly perplexed. Her sweet husband definitely purchased these dazzling trinkets himself, and they were incredibly cheap. How did they magically transform into Lu Haisheng's grand romantic gesture? She leaned closely toward her bestie, whispering gently, "Did you both genuinely prepare this extravagant gift?" Mila scratched her head, equally lost. "I possess absolutely zero clue. I literally just discovered today you returned to Yanjing for this banquet." Nuan instantly suspected her mysteriously devoted husband secretly knew Lu Haisheng. But when did they meet? Why am I kept completely in the dark? Old Master Lin, sensing the chaotic misunderstandings, warmly invited the dramatic crowd to finally dine. He lovingly placed Nuan directly beside his prestigious seat. Lin Xian pouted with jealous rage. "Grandpa, should Su Nuan really join our table?" The majestic patriarch completely ignored her whining, affectionately commanding sweet Nuan to attend the feast alongside him. "Impossible! Father, Su Nuan remains an outsider," Old Master Lin declared domineeringly. "Su Nuan is my precious flesh and blood." She simply adopted her beautiful mother's surname. "If any fool dares brand my beloved granddaughter an outsider again, they shall be permanently banished from the Grand Lin estate." Terrified by his blazing wrath, the trembling guests instantly swallowed their gossiping words. Nuan cast an anxious glance backward. Xiao Bai smiled reassuringly, urging his beloved toward her grandfather. Yet lurking behind Xiao Bai, venomous eyes glared with burning jealousy. "Curse it all, Nuan! You were destined to be mine! Within merely 1 year, some loser completely stole your heart. This shameless scumbag is truly hilariously absurd. He mercilessly shattered Su Nuan's delicate heart previously, now relegated to a mere brother-in-law. Could this delusional fool seriously still harbor obsessive, lingering feelings for her?" Qing Jun scrutinized the fiercely calm Xiao Bai. What mysterious background hides beneath his humble facade? He shockingly commands respect from Lu Haisheng of Yanjing's elite families. What terrifying secret masks his true identity? At the banquet, the eldest grandson-in-law, Qing Jun arrogantly hoisted his crystal glass, delivering a pompous speech. "Deepest thanks for attending my magnificent grandfather's glorious birthday celebration. Representing our patriarch, I thank you." Finishing his boast, he foolishly downed his vintage wine in one unrefined gulp. Witnessing this comedy, Xiao Bai mercilessly sneered in his mind. What an uncultured peasant! He cannot even properly savor fine wine. During an elite gathering, one clumsy misstep instantly transforms you into a spectacular joke. Oblivious, Qing Jun confidently splashed another full glass and mockingly sneered, "Grandpa embraced sweet Su Nuan, yet brutally abandoned you in the cold shadows." Meanwhile, Xiao Bai remained terrifyingly calm. "Whatever pleases Grandpa!" That sharp counterattack brutally choked Qing Jun into silence. Desperately masking his burning humiliation, Qing Jun awkwardly pressed further. "I still lack a clue about your title." Xiao Bai folded his arms, eyes slicing like blades. "Just Xiao Bai." Hearing this, Qing Jun lifted his glass in a fake toast. "Gratitude for babysitting my precious Nuan. Delivering this venom," he cast a lovesick gaze towards Su Nuan. Xiao Bai fiercely declared his absolute sovereignty. Nuan is my cherished wife, my beloved. As her mere brother-in-law, this romance falls entirely outside your jurisdiction." That devastating smackdown crushed Qing Jun into utter humiliated silence. This karmic justice is satisfying. The bullied underdog magically transformed into the powerful majority shareholder of the massive company. What wild sorcery is unfolding? At the glittering banquet, the snobbish elites ruthlessly despised Nuan's pathetic husband, Xiao Bai. But shockingly, he effortlessly exchanged warm laughs with the influential Lu Haisheng. Shoved into the background, the trembling Qing Jun exploded with blazing rage. Blushing furiously, Wan stumbled adorably toward Xiao Bai, who immediately wrapped his strong protective arms around her. She giggled brightly, playfully dragging him to celebrate Grandpa's health. With absolutely melted eyes, her handsome husband softly agreed, "Absolutely." Gently pinching his beloved wife's rosy cheeks, he teased her tipsiness. Laughing sweetly, she stubbornly denied it. claiming she barely had a single tiny sip. Witnessing their absolutely sickeningly sweet romance unfold, an incredibly jealous Chen Jun gripped his fists furiously. Suddenly, an utterly clueless bystander, leaning close by, softly whispered a question. "Hey, Mr. Chen, who exactly is this mysterious guy?" Another guest scoffed mockingly. "Background? That nobody possesses zero status. Just examine those incredibly pathetic bargain bin clothes. Obviously, he is absolutely penniless trash." But right then, an explosively loud crash of shattering crystal suddenly pierced the entire room. Lu Haishi fiercely scolded the gossipers. "Shut your trashy mouths. You are blindly insulting a total monster. And you fools remain completely oblivious." Terrified by those intense words, they shivered violently. Spotting the absolutely perfect moment, the distinguished family patriarch seized his grand birthday celebration to officially reveal his precious gem. "Attention everyone, tonight I proudly present a very special individual to you. Behold my beloved flesh and blood, Sun Wan." He dramatically clarified why this darling heiress carried her late mother's name. Since it became her familiar identity over countless seasons, we lovingly kept it. Honestly, our powerful clan deeply failed this sweet child and her mother. She undoubtedly possesses my true bloodline. The utterly stunned girl never anticipated such a shockingly dramatic public family reunion. Following that bombshell, the smiling patriarch declared another massive, shocking revelation. "I hereby grant 10% of our massive corporate empire to my precious darling." "Wait, what?" The flustered beauty and every guest completely froze. Furious, panicked murmurs instantly erupted. Heavens! Such unimaginable wealth instantly transforms her into an absolute boss commanding total corporate boardroom dominance. Those evil relatives almost choked, completely horrified that this weak girl just stole their precious golden goose. Ready to fiercely protest, the absolute boss utterly silenced their greedy whining. "I feel completely exhausted. I shall retire immediately. For the remainder of tonight, Mr. Xing shall entertain you all." Escaping the chaotic crowd, the anxious heroine caught up to her beloved elder, lips parting hesitantly. He warmly ordered his precious grandchild to sleep in the luxurious suite. Her incredibly loyal knight instantly volunteered for escort duty. Shockingly, the wise elder sternly dragged the handsome husband away for a highly private interrogation. Minutes later, the incredibly dashing hero smoothly exited the room. Sporting a very smug smirk, that tense patriarch chat evidently ended wonderfully. But completely unexpectedly, his sharp gaze landed on a practically naked, fiercely pouting vixen. Seriously, what disgustingly wicked plots is this lunatic brewing for her married in-law? The absolute audacity. This incredibly toxic villainess lacks zero basic morality. Having already snatched one romantic partner, is this venomous snake actually aiming, stepping confidently from the elder's tense domain? Our devastatingly handsome male lead suddenly found his path blocked by this embarrassingly scantily clad temptress. Swaying her hips dramatically, she boldly offered him a steaming medicinal drink, fixing her with absolute icy eyes. "State your business immediately." The shameless snake slithered dangerously close. "The household staff foolishly gossiped about your incredibly massive alcohol intake, causing a terrible migraine. So, I personally slaved over a terribly hot stove preparing this exceptionally magical hangover cure. Consume this potion instantly to cure your throbbing brain." Completely unfazed, our hero icily shut her down. "Absolutely not. Disappear immediately." The arrogant vixen was utterly flabbergasted by his impenetrable iron defenses. Angrily slamming the useless medicinal liquid down fiercely, she aggressively flaunted her supposedly irresistible curves. "How brilliant of you! 30 minutes have tragically passed, making this garbage totally freezing. Consuming icy liquids actually ruins your majestic physique." Seething internally, she wildly screamed in her mind. "After aggressively throwing myself at you, why remain incredibly oblivious? You pathetic little sister. Once your perfect Prince Charming surrenders completely to my immense charm, your inevitable, devastating tears will truly deliver me the ultimate euphoric high." Goodness! Could somebody please deliver an echoing smack across this delusional villainess? Her arrogant mug absolutely screams for some swift, brutal justice. Despite her dramatic posing, our mighty hero remained completely unfazed. He mentally deadpanned. Is this extremely delusional witch totally insane? He ignored her entirely. Before vanishing, he dropped one hilariously sarcastic bomb. The surrounding atmosphere is incredibly frosty, Miss Delusional. Kindly cover up those assets before pneumonia strikes. That legendary emotional damage practically detonated her black heart. How could this man blatantly reject her immense allure? Is my breathtaking beauty somehow inferior to that spoiled brat? Whatever, my wicked patience is infinite. Every single glorious treasure possessed by that incredibly lucky girl shall undoubtedly become my absolute property. Seriously, what an impossibly toxic narcissist. Someone urgently fetch a giant mirror. Upon our majestic hero entering their quiet sanctuary, the soft metallic click instantly stirred his sleeping beauty. Rubbing her eyes adorably, she mumbled, "Hubby, you truly kept your lonely wife waiting forever." Witnessing his incredibly precious darling acting so defenseless, a rosy blush painted his handsome cheeks. "Forgive my terrible tardiness." Blinking innocently, the sleepy heroine inquired, "Did annoying pests ambush you outside?" I sensed strange murmurs. Melting under her cute curiosity, he affectionately commanded, "Return to dreamland." Snuggling deeply into his remarkably secure chest, she curiously probed, "Did the strict patriarch furiously interrogate you? Did he viciously bully my beloved?" Squeezing her delicate fingers, the playful rascal dramatically feigned terrible pain. Our fiercely protective elder absolutely feared I might eventually mistreat his precious treasure, mercilessly cornering me with terrifying ultimatums. "My darling, should you ever tattle on my innocent mistakes, would disaster strike?" Sensing his anxiety, Wan Wan bolted upright, declaring, "Fret not! Though the mighty Lin dynasty holds endless cash, that fortune remains untouched. Tomorrow, I shall inform grandfather. I reject those massive shares. Whatever wild promises he offered you, you must fiercely refuse, since no penny truly belongs to me. Xiao Bai, we desire nothing from that arrogant Lin dynasty." He gazed lovingly. "My sweet fool, I know our destiny lies in Yuncheng. I crave 0 Lin fortunes." Truthfully, he is absolutely right. After all, reigning as the ultimate global billionaire, the final thing he lacks is cash. We return to Yuncheng tomorrow. While speaking, he cheekily swatted her behind, making Wan Wan's face ignite into fierce crimson blushes. Flustered, she aggressively hurled a pillow at Xiao Bai. "You shameless beast!" Because her husband is dangerously handsome, he inevitably attracts annoying romantic rivals. What now? Watch how the fiercely protective little spoiled wifey fiercely asserts dominance.